All right, what's going on? Yeah, I just want to give y'all a heads up on an update on a live stream. It's about world history. So, check the stream out. It's going to be at, I believe, like 8:10, 8:05 or something like that. Somewhere around 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, I'm going to show you a few civilizations based off what I do on my content. I'm going to go back to it. First time live streaming on that website. I'm going to be very careful because the pitch is kind of graphic. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna focus on that, and then I got another one with the Eastern European. I'm gonna do that one as well on the 14th. So yeah, this is like an update self live stream. Um, I ain't gonna be here much longer. Let's see how much time I got. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, I can go for at least like 30 minutes. Um, I'm gonna be talking about a few things, the updates on that website, because the dude is a great researcher. I forget his name, but he's a black scholar. I used to look at his stuff back in 2012, about 9 years ago, and it came a long way. I know it suffers around the internet. So yeah, I'm gonna talk pieces of it. You know what I'm saying, and then break some of it down, and people study the stuff and get into it. So I know people. It's a few people live stream, but I will live stream around 8 something tonight. I know people's gonna be on the hot hours, but I'm not gonna pay attention to them because it's Monday and it's my hour, and I picked the days that I picked it on. So that's what I'm gonna start doing because and I got one this weekend. Talk about what you call it, the gender war politics, and I think it says it's redundant. I'm gonna go into how co-ed panels are so redundant at this point because it goes back to what Ty City said and what I saw last weekend was confirming what's happening. I'm seeing this summer. It's an interesting summer, but July's been an interesting month. So I've been kind of focused on topics I need to focus on. But the history stuff, I'm gonna teach you that during the week and get into because I know people is busy moving around the streets. I don't give a damn, but I will uh do a stream tonight, and I don't care if people don't watch or not. But I'm just gonna put it up just in case. But this self live stream, I'm just giving you a heads up. I will talk about the dark civilizations, like I'll say like Egypt, Sumerian cultures, and things like that, Eastern cultures, for example. And I'll go into it again and just get my mind right with it. So yeah, that's the thing with me. So people want to know what I've been live streaming about, and I think people just want to stay focused. But the main thing is I'm just gonna just update and just stick with it because the history it's got to be put out in content. I'm thinking about my old content I saw. I need to go back to. I may do a stream on that. I'm getting ideas how to stick with the topics on my channel, and I still do the esoteric stuff. I got to do one with existentialism. I may do a piece on that. That's gonna be a long one. I might talk about pragmatism in the space. I want to be like diverse out of all of them in the sphere and show my worth because a lot of people they look at different things and they just like, all right, what's this dude talking about? And I'm just gonna stick with it. But and people be in and out. But the thing is, some people just don't care, and I don't really care at this point because you got people just doing what they want to do and find content. So, um, yeah, I know people just come out here and things like that, but I ain't worried about the numbers anyway. So, but self live stream, I'm just gonna do this for me. So yeah, last night I was just checking in. I've been wanting to do that since last night. Just giving y'all a heads up because around 8, I'm going deaf and stick with it because some people love to talk shit, but I've seen a repeat of a stream that I like, but I ain't gonna mention the stream to y'all. Y'all can go ahead and watch it. Um, looks like ARC is watching the interview with Aaron Fountain, which is interesting. I know people's gonna be tripping about that this week. So you know how it is. You know how it is. It's a little controversy and things like that. But yeah. But what I'm seeing in the sphere, I'm seeing the situations of last weekend and people tripping and things like that. But it's all good. I don't really care at this point. I know my subscribers is up and down because YouTube's trying to mess with them, but it's all good. Or if it's someone else eventually. But to me, I don't care about the analytics. I miss the old analytics because you can see what countries that follow you or see your stuff. Because I'll never forget how my channel was built. My shit is organic at this point. Because I think people just there to see what I'm gonna do. But don't you worry, I'm still gonna make content. I mean, the live stream is just a start. But a lot of people say cut back on them. It's cool, but self live stream is the future, man. Like that's something I will invest in on YouTube. But there's others out there. But I really don't care at this point because doing pre-records, it depends on the subject matter you're trying to produce. Yeah, I got evergreen content, but still I haven't found a proper camera or a computer because pre-record is not about camera. I don't give a damn about the camera. I care about the pictures because it's a lot of shit is online. You know what I'm saying? I need like a laptop that has the camera set pre-record and you record it. Then you can upload the video on YouTube. I haven't done that yet. Once I've done that, I don't save it. I keep it in a save. But a Mac, I don't know about a Mac. I don't mess with Mac. Only one that I mess with is Aspirion, but I might get a different computer. I want to get something that has a camera with pictures. I want something simple. I don't want it like I had before. Because the last time I think I had a Aspirion, and I did some damage with my old pre-records. I think it was CCC. I want to stick in that range because my content is basically a required taste. So I can get the views again and just put the words and write notes. I used to do that on my old stuff, but that stuff is kind of redundant right now because a lot of people's trying to do the same thing. But I may get a Mac or not, but we'll see. But I gotta see what works for me because the one I got is a Chromebook. So it does the live streams, it does the camera. What's going on, 1Gs? Salute. And I'm gonna stick with it. But tonight, I'm gonna stick with the world history, man. The self live stream right here is just a brief. But I got away from that live stream with an interview with I think it was AF, I think ARC. There's a lot of people in that chat, man. But that's gonna be hot take tomorrow. I know that. Dating coaches and shit, but But platinums today, man. Oh man, I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what the hell that was. I mean, shouts out to the people panel, but shouts out to EA, the Juggernaut. Silent Lamont gave him that nickname. Man, I'm surprised he came over with platinums. And what Platinum said, he's cool with us, but Platinum don't understand that man's long-winded. I don't think he knows Edward. The more he comes over there, he's one who will bring your boy, Mr. Fitinelli, 824 over there to stir up beef. So you got to watch EA. I know his MO because DS1 called him TSA Anderson. So, he's been in everybody's chats. He be at all the new stalls. He be over at BGS. You got to watch the boy, man. That boy is very long-winded. I know he's over there at Rogers, too. See, Roger and Platinum goes on every morning. Ramil don't do that. What's going on, she? A lot of people just look at this content that I'm about to put out tonight. I'm gonna stick with it, and then I'll have another one about the Eastern Europe pictures on another live stream on the 14th. So I don't know what I'm gonna do on the 13th and just chill because I know people's gonna be moving around, but I picked the content that I want. But I would say about Friday on the 16th, I'm gonna start talking about the existentialism. I'm gonna go in depth with that. I know it's a form of nihilism, but then I'm gonna get into the pragmatism. I mean, it's commonly teaching the space, but I look at the ideologies further, the extreme depths and then the normal depths of it, and some people believes and things like that. I'll delve into that in a minute. This is something to put on the content, and then on the weekend or the beginning of the day, the first day of the week, I will talk about the gender politics. That's gonna be off the dome. It's something I observe in the spaces. It's kind of redundant if we quit talking about it next year, because I think it's gonna die out because it's already been hijacked. I get tired of gender politics. I'm not gonna go on panels when they talk about it. It's really sound redundant at this point. A lot of people just wasting time on that. That leads to relationships and money. We already seen it with one individual, and I know he's premiering right now. I took him off the history thing. So it's kind of redundant. But yeah, tonight, like I said, I'm gonna give you the update on the history stuff. So I know people is watching and things like that, but I got a couple more minutes and it's only 11 minutes in. So yeah, I think I'll talk about Egypt first half, probably Sumerian or the Chaldeans. I might talk about that. I might go in depth tonight. It's gonna be a little longer stream. Um, I might read a few things off. I don't know if I'm going to open up the panel and things like that, but I'll see. Because I don't think that's going to be an open panel. Because some people, it depends on the crowd. If they don't show up as much, I might not open it up. I'm just going to keep going and read the chat and things like that. I can do that. But if they want a discussion, I will drop the link and pin it. Because I'm not going to drop a bunch of leaks. Because my hours on live stream is the max. What's going on, Third War Salute? And yeah, I'm going to talk about it as much as I can. Just something to the channel, trying to add something to it. But the gender war politics, I'm going to talk about that this weekend and break it down. It's these co-ed spaces. It's something I learned from, I think, Antes, that he had that stream on my birthday. I saw a lot of people flip and switch. And then I saw Kuda's content that people used to be and things like that. You see other content creators delete their channels, that bomb cherry incident. Slug cherry incident. I'll call it a slug, that she is. Disgusting creature. But yeah, man, I'm just looking at this as a stepping stone point, and then you look at this as whatnot. But I will do some content on it and talk about it this weekend, this Sunday. I want to break that down. What we should not focus on, because a lot of times when you have the opposite sex, or the female or the women, they do damage. I've noticed on panels they get in the best of brothers. Sometimes you don't have to worry about them. They'll get on your nerves, but they test your head. But what I've learned from Kuda's panels, it's frequent because he deals with the music. He's got a hell of a background, and people like him so much. And I learned that by his old content, because there wasn't a lot of females coming up, like besides JX, the big homie. What I'm learning to see is he's more cool with it. But I think, was it last weekend or it was last Saturday? This past last Saturday, he got a ism about that, about women and how support he gets. He gets a hard time what the women do, how they take over the space. And I think News said it in the chat, they already took over. So shouts out to Kane with a 10-hour live stream. Shouts out to Kane again with the 5-hour live stream. He's been consistent. Yeah, man, it's been great. Everybody's been consistent now. But I think Kuda was explaining to them, it's not easy, bro, because sometimes they can fuck up your shit. He was telling them, right? Because if they fuck up your shit, it's gonna be different types of females doing damage. But a lot of them, I wouldn't say they're from the sisterhood, but it's a combination of people that's coming through these spaces. But I'm gonna break that down to Sunday, because part of it is a I mentioned this before in a recent stream called "Is That the Future?" and it's kind of is based off the internet, based off the mainstream shit. They're trying to push it on these spaces and these other different spaces besides the manosphere. I've seen there's a dude named Miles 84. He's part of that Moorish sector and all sectors combined. They're doing this on purpose so they can see how we're tested as men. So yeah, it's the test of time. And I've heard Kwame had Keep It Techie. Shouts out to Keep It Techie, man. Go get your numbers, man. I didn't see that stream. So I guess he's trying to make peace. But but hey, they love Kwame Brown, but nobody's wasn't feeling it. But so Platinum confirmed that Kwame was in the chat the other day. So that was Kwame. They try to say it wasn't, but it was him. So he was watching. Then they try to say he cussed out Bullet Scotty. I didn't know that. So he was watching. So okay, so he is watching. That's gonna be interesting. But Platinum's not gonna go over there. He wants Kwame to go over his. That's gonna be hell. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. If Platinum ever worked that something out, I want to see that. And it's gonna be. And I bet you Plat will get a lot of views for behind that. Because I think what he's doing is very calculated because he's getting heavy hitters. I'm getting some heavy hitters, but me, I'm gonna require taste, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna strategize what I need to do, but I'll get better. Me being a content creator for about a year and a half now, I realized making original dope content ain't easy. Doing live streams can be tiring as fuck. Yeah, it can be. My minimum live streams is really 4 hours. I told Kuda 4 hours is the best you can do and let the views go up. Let people watch it. Sometimes the trick is you can do shorts, you can do self live streams, you can do pre-records, but sometimes it's a skill. But if you have that evergreen type of mindset, that shit's gonna grow. And if you leave it, he tries to say the next man's gonna live stream. Not necessarily. It depends on the person. Not every person's gonna feel that. It's that individual. It depends on your reputation, how you treat people. They'll mess with you, and then your content becomes evergreen. See, like me, I've been here for years, and I understand that. Nah, not with this name. No, I don't got an Instagram. I'm good on that. Yeah, I try to stay away from Instagram at this point. It's tainted now. Yeah, you ain't never lied about that third word. Yeah, he agrees. Yeah, and it gets like that. But tonight I'm trying to bring some of the content I used to do on my old channel and try to put it in a live stream form and I explain what I used to talk about. I take pieces of the pictures and things like that. But it'd be interesting because I never talked about Egypt on my channel. Someone asked me to do that, but I will. I'll go in depth on the Eastern cultures. I'm not going to get into all, but I may do a piece by piece and just talk about it. And then I'll do the Eastern European on the 14th. That I think that's on a Wednesday. Yeah, that's on a Wednesday. Today's the 12th. So Tuesday's 13th. So it's on a Wednesday. And then the Friday will be the 16th. But the 18th, that's Sunday. I'm going to talk about the gender politics. I'm going to break down why co-ed spaces can be so redundant, but it's kind of like the future what people want. And they talk about the relationship stuff. It's stagnating. But, and these spaces don't work. And I think Kuda got upset with that. Ism was very telling. I'm going to explain why it was warning people. But you can't stop people that already done sold a foot. So the next wave is how you're going to produce it. Mics is great and all. It's nice to have them. But how can you produce that in the future? Because you can have it all the expensive gear and studios in the world, but it's a combination of a lot of things. You got to put the foot on the neck of the beast. Because mainstream media don't have to have studios to beat you. They can beat you from outside. They got the self mics on their chest like the NBA people do, NFL people do. You stick with it, you get your moments. And like there was said, yes, content is very hard, but you got to have a skill and get in the workflow. But I kind of like y'all's what you call it, for the record TV. Y'all keep doing that. You're good. You're good. That cast that you said earlier in the stream in Platts, you're good. I think you said that last night over Kuda's stream, that self stream he did. I agree with him on that. So I finished a live stream, one of his old live streams. It was in the community tab. I think it was a third shift panel, and I think they got platinum up to 1,000 subscribers this year. I was laughing at that too. That was funny as hell too. That was a funny stream. He's got a lot of good content, but I'll see some more probably this weekend or whatever. Then I'll be done with his, and I'm gonna do Ty Cities. We'll see what he was talking about in the beginning, learn about his channel and stuff I haven't seen. I'm just perusing right now because everybody's not live streaming this month. I'm just taking advantage of what I'm seeing because next month I might not do as much. But you know, the whole winter and the fall is gonna be interesting. I don't know. So I gotta keep that in mind. So yeah, man. I'm focusing on things right now, but you know, and that's the thing, but you know, people's online, so but you know, so but I did have a Moco space, but I'm hardly ever on it. I'm always on the tube. So yeah, but I can tell you this. The black civilizations, I mean, I don't see how I'm gonna do on that one. But talking to you guys is good content. So it's gonna be me for now. And I like it. I might have to talk in depth on Egypt. It's probably about 4 or 5 links and pages on that. You're on realhistory.com. And I'm just gonna start looking at stuff and read them off and look at bones and shit. Cause I'll do that for hours. And the minutes will go by to an hour. That may be a little long stream, but if anybody wants to come up, I'll drop the link anytime. But I'm just gonna get my minutes in. And I know I'm just gonna wait the chat box to fill up. That's what I'm gonna start doing. But this one is just a short one. What time is it? 7:30. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I get my moments. I said I was gonna do 30 minutes, but I'm kind of changed my mind. I'll see how this goes if it gets late. But I had to do it because I had to get away from a stream I saw with ARC and oh boy AF. I'm like, oh my god, you talking about feminism and shit? Okay, so he's cutting heads off now. A lot of people are just upset right now, you know, where the space is going. But you know, Kwame done came in and decimated the distraction. KS did the most brilliant thing. He maintained his confidence and his poise. But last night's game, man, Giannis, I can't wait to was it Tuesday? I think Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night. That's what I'm gonna be doing on the 14th. So with me, man, at this point, this is gonna be short and sweet. So, you know, yeah, I just want to just update y'all that there's a stream coming tonight at 8 something. I think it's 8:10 or 8:05, something like that. You can check it out later because I'll get set up. And then I'm going to just go in on the history of a lot of things and the archaeology that this scholar done added and something new I done seen. Because I didn't talk about Egypt in my pre-record, so I'm going to add it in this little context. So that's something that I'm just going to put on. But the Eastern Europe thing, I did a piece on that on the pre-records. But I will do a live stream, so I have both types of videos like that, and I'm just going to explain it and just go in depth. I may do the Asian culture. I may do the Asian culture probably the end of it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with Egypt. all the Mideastern countries, Asian countries, or the dark countries, or African countries. You stick with it, and then I'll go around and talk about China. I'm probably end it like that, and then I'll talk about Europe. So yeah, man, I'm pretty consistent right now. I'm feeling the groove. Yeah. So, yeah, so I'm signing off, y'all. Check the live stream. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom.